Good afternoon, everyone. This work was carried out at the University of Santa Cruz do Sul as part of the doctor program in environment technology and is entitled Life Cycle Assessment of Elective Ovariohysterectomy in the Veterinary Unit. So the objective of this work was to map environmental impact and identify critical points in the management of waste generated during elective ovariohysterectomy procedures. Our methodology was based a life cycle assessment conducting according in international standard 14,004 and 14,044 standards. The process was organized in the following stage: diagnosis assessment, interviews, scope definition, critical process identification, data collection, and data modeling and data analysis. Regarding the scopes, the system's boundaries are related to the surgery unit and all activities was described considering all inputs and outputs. The table 1 presents the energy inputs. More importantly, in the inventory, our hospital produce photovoltaic energy and water use is for hand hygiene, which accounts for about 1,000 liters, and post-surgery cleaning, which use over 2,600 liters. To promote efficiency, the hospital uses a foot pedal system that limits the flow rate and prevents unnecessary waste. It is also important to address the limitation of your research to provide a clean context for your results. First, pharmaceuticals were not included in this analysis, and effluent emission and laundering-related items were left outside your studies because we not identified specific control points for this association to chirurgical block scope. This slide presents your network analysis, which uses a single scope approach to aggregate different environment impacts with a comparable value. By applying a 2% cutoff, where we were able to filter out minor contributors and focus on the true environment hotspots of the elective OVH procedure. As you can see in the diagram, polyvinyl chloride is clearly the dominant factor. This is mainly due to its use in essential surgical items like microdrip infusion. The table shows the characterization of environmental impact. This analysis revealed that the greatest environment burdens are concentrated in the production chain, raw material extraction and processing, and the disposal phase, specifically incineration. The study identifies substantial environment impact is freshwater toxicity, fossil resource use, land use, water use, climate change, and the characterization identify specific materials and process as the main drivers of this impact. For example, polyvinyl chloride material, stainless steel, low density polyethylene. Now, let's look at the normalization of damage categories. polyvinyl chloride, specifically after the human toxicity cancer category, and remove this input figure B, we were able to see the intensity of other impacts. This adjustment allowed us us to identify incineration as the next major hotspots, contributing to our analyzed categories due to the treatment of infection waste. So, to conclude, our study demonstrated that the environment burdened the elective OVH is a critical use due to disposable materials. We found that the most significant impacts occurs not just at the hospital, but during the production and disposal phases, particularly through incineration. For every 100 surgeries, we recorded substantial values across several categories, such as over 93 kilograms of CO2 equivalent for climate change, impacts through freshwater toxicity, fossil fuel researchers, land use, and water use. Therefore, your primary recommendation is not move toward the use of biodegradable alternatives as they become commercially viable for the healthcare sector. Furthermore, we suggested expanding this life cycle assessment to other procedures and including the economic and social variables. This is enable us to develop systemic environment management models that truly integrate clinical excellence with sustainability. My references. Thank you for your attention. Any questions, please send me email. Thank you.